Durant backs it up. Durant goes at Grant.
Initiated the contact. Doris, I like that no call.
I agree with you, Mike. There's no question. He went up with the intention of just drawing a foul, and that's what...
Durant
Kevin Durant, 2 points so far, 1 of 5 shooting. Durant, a little shaky bakey, he'll make that, won't he? Yeah, that's a little pull up.
KD, the DC native, dropping in his first. Jones tapped it right back to Clay. KD looking for a seam, and from the elbow, that is butter. Curry doing everything. Durant rising and hitting.
And Ntilikina gets the task of guarding Steph Curry, right now the hottest and highest scoring player in the NBA. Durant's first shot is good.
But they have double trouble. Durant also a prolific scorer.
So Robinson is on Jones.
And he can help out. Jones not looking to score.
And Durant always makes it look so.
Golden State has done a very good job of putting a lot of pressure on the Nets when they've gotten around the rim, so not many easy looks.
Durant came difference on the scoreboard. Durant got another. That's looking for a stop. Durant working LeVert, getting to his spot and finishing. That is just so teen in this second half. They're within a possession. Durant stops and hits.
Off.
Draymond's got 42 assists in the last 4 games.
And he set the screen and handed off to Kevin Durant up in the air.
But Draymond should have let him go and just get a layup rather than pick up that foul.
Durant, that mid-range sweet spot.
It's automatic.
The Warriors want a free flow and get up and down. KD, that mid-range is just lethal.
Against Selden. Kept one in.
And Durant for the baseline now. Jim, Draymond Green has gone to the locker room. He took his shoe off him for the jumper.
And especially strong right hand.
Well defended and still lasered it in, and the Warriors have tied things. And Durant, so smooth.
Love's going.
KD rising and firing.
You gotta call timeout. What they do?
16-point advantage for the Bucks. Biggest lead. Durant rattles one home.
Good analysis about organization and structure. You're right. Quinn Cook will provide that.
And Kevin Durant is smoothly there.
150, made 150 less than Brooklyn did last year. The Warriors made 926. It's pretty incredible.
Kevin Durant told me he worked on that Nowitzki. Durant's got the young 7-footer. He'll shoot over Allen. Oh, man.
That's the way to use that screen. Set your man up.
And Durant can end that.
I love it when someone goes away from a screen and then comes back.
Steph Curry. Durant. Dangerous any place in the building. Unless you've been courts. Well, I tell you, he is just... Did you see how much ground he created? Some separation with his long arms, able to get it off. Well, he made that a tough shot for Durant, but the art of guard already, and then put him in the mix. Certainly, Garden is the best center in basketball right now. Durant makes the.
As far as the relationship between Draymond and KD, Steve said, remember, they've been teammates.
Warriors aware tonight. KD with the Nowitzki. It's that 1-foot step back.
Of drama surrounding this evening's game as Durant with the first shot and knocks it down. We have the aftermath, Chris, of the Draymond.
Just have to keep them from going on big runs. Offensively, he likes to get up between 40 and 45 threes a game. They got up 19 in that first half. He said it's just going to come down to who can hit the big shots in the fourth quarter.
Hard alley, Kevin Durant. Harden on the foul. Damian Jones goes 7 feet, 245 pounds. And Durant again. The only Warrior who has had.
For them, they didn't look tied together against the Rockets the other night.
Durant hits that one over the wall tonight. It's the second time this year that he started. That is a Kevin Durant flat. 20 now tonight for Luka, averaging 19 a game. Durant defended well. No travel call. Shot is good.
Let's see what they do coming out of the break here. After the Spurs scored the first 4. Kevin Durant's pretty good solution as he knocks down the. Durant from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's really trying to get it going. He had a rough first half, only 2 for 10 from the floor, I think. He's coming out aggressive here.
Raises up over Dante Cunningham. Back out to KD for the shot clock. And Durant with a 2-point shot.
Didn't play great, but they were the same players. So I think they'll be fine on the court. And sometimes, you know, those relationships and just winning doesn't just
Kevin Durant, because obviously that's what everybody's looking to. Most assume the Warriors will be fine this year in terms of winning a championship. But Kevin Durant said,
you know, having a point guard coming off your bench, it eases the coach's mind. Nice KD in his kill spot right there.
Durant around the Jones screen, goes behind the back, scores over Paul George.
Well, too, but he's a good defender.
Travel for him. As Durant puts the Warriors on the board. I think of the Schroeder game. Al Farouk's
a better 2-point shooter than Luka.
41% 3-point shooter. Kevin Durant. So KD out to a nice. Bill Shawnee said, Rip City. It's part of corporate lore. Kevin Durant for the mid-range.
For the Warriors until that last basket.
KD. Oh, man. That possession was going nowhere.
Trying to run time off the clock, but they're trying to move the ball.
Durant.
He's had an answer
every time.
Kevin was turning inside there. He had no idea when he had his back to the basket that Giles was coming, and all of a sudden he saw that guy, and so he took a fadeaway instead.
Well, without Steph and without Draymond, your NorCal Honda dealers bringing you that.
Out of the rim, because that was a little flatter than normal.
Play has been amazing here in the third. Bogdanovich split the double team, the lob. They threw him in and took the elbow jumper.
They're going to call this on Bogdanovich. I'm not sure he touched him at all, but he can't do much for 6 points.
Andre didn't score until the playoffs.
Yeah, in these games, they may need a little sooner. The Magic aren't a good scoring team. 105 a game.
Those are the shots that have not been going, but Kevin's got 2 shooters roll every game.
You got to trust your teammates, though. You really do.
Durant rattling that home. But if you don't turn the faucet. Durant. And he is starting to feel it again. He's got 30.
Just being cautious. It's November. And he told me before the game that the training staff was concerned about the long flight to Toronto and Steph's body's susceptible.
On the floor efficiently. There's Durant with a nice move and hits on the fade.
And I'm sure he would have. Yeah, OVO, he has his own line and many different things. I'm sure he could have reached deep into his closet, just like Durant.
Durant with a beautiful move.
I'm often
Durant. Durant turns, fires, it falls.
If you thought there was any chance that Durant was going to give up that basket.
Prince coming up on KD, a Looney screen, and a runner from Durant.
Oh, that's
just makes it look easy.
He just makes it look so.
The State Ball Club, and they still are without Draymond Green, the facilitator for the ball. Durant goes the bounce.
Mid-range shot I was talking about in the basket.
Kevin Durant. Well, these guys are so.
Who was starting for them with a recent pectoral tear. That really hurt him. Durant leaning and hitting.
Well, he's so tough because he's so tall.
Nick Nurse, the head coach of the Raptors, calling for goaltending. KD hit him with the sauce early. Cylinders right now, shooting over 51% from the field.
And very impressive defensively also as KD knocked that shot down. Last week
from the leading three-point shooting team in the NBA. Still plenty of time, though. They have a very combustible set of offensive pieces for the and one.
And that's out of the timeout, understanding the matchup. You capitalize, and Green very patient getting to his spot.
Gordon Bell with a big-time block at the rim. Durant got it.
That's good. Double team Durant. He spins away from it. Ricky's 0 for 7 from the floor. Durant double pumps. Shot is up and good.
Durant. There's Kintyre take the lead. KD ties it up. Not bad. Durant from the foul line and rimmed it home. Durant rises for the mid. KD from the elbow.
4 and 2.
You typically do not win very many games against Golden State, and that's why this year, as Kevin Durant knocks down the elbow jumper, is so surprising to a lot of people, even though
there's not much we can do about it. Here's KD on the inbounds. Works it in deep. Follow-away jumper up and in.
Trying to get that lead. Just get that lead going into the fourth because they are undefeated in that scenario.
KD triggers and hits. Curry, screen, switch, Harden on Curry. Outside Green, shot clock at 9. KD.
Here's Kevin Durant fading and scoring. All right, so Durant handles. Jackson gets caught on a screen. Durant rolls off and has an open 17-footer.
Yeah, you got to
keep the dribble alive. You got a big man on you. Now they switch.
KD, a good look.
So, see, he's very athletic. Combo forward. He can go large and small.
And Durant. That's off a made basket. The
strength is at the defensive end and running the team.
What a skip pass. The ball hopping around. KD, that unstoppable mid-range.
As I said, sometimes you lose focus and you don't quite play team ball. That's understandable.
Durant. You know what I just enjoyed, though? Draymond Green, peacemaker. And KD.
Towns made some tough shots. That's all you can do to greatness.
And Cleveland dealing with some greatness right here. Kevin Durant, who is on the board.
Pass is deflected and stolen. And here come the Warriors. Right behind the Nuggets by a half game.
Now Draymond Green draws Torrey Craig. Pass it out over to Durant. But no wasted movement for Durant. Stop, pop.
Here, Looney started 22 games, but DeMarcus Cousins will be the starter going forward at center. Here's Durant. Good!
He looks at Ingram and says, good shot, good shot. He just wants him to take that with confidence in the rhythm off the pick and roll.
Here's Durant.
Sure, let the process happen.
Quoting Snoop Dogg on the plate of the Lakers. Here's Durant.
Yes. That was the first.
So Klay Thompson with 14 of Golden State's 15 points.
To 3, no. Rebound by Green. Here comes the off-balance Durant. And he'll put up a mid-ranger, which goes up and in. Kevin Durant is...
That ball is tipped out to Durant. The miss by Cousins. Good defense by Bogdanovich, but a better shot by Durant.
3-point percentage. Cousins passes up a wide open look. Sets up Durant, up and over Embiid, knocks it down. Part of that team, when they handed out the championship rings, they gave me a watch. And I had to pay for it. Kevin Durant.
Getting your digs in. I love it. Okay. Okay.
Embiid with a double-double. Here's Durant rising up with a Simmons.
I'm pulling for him. I don't want people to think that I'm playing defense.
Durant, quick 5-0, KD, little flex, like Eddie Johnson after the workout. Durant quiets it for.
They cleaned house.
Stockpiling picks though, and Durant. Curry on the push ahead to Durant. KD dropping it in. My
growth, and they are doing that.
Richard Young to stay with Durant. KD wheeling, fading, firing it.
The power forward position, you know, John Sally.
Yeah.
I don't know, G. Grant Long. Any of those guys.
Oh,
that's all right. We're in the Bay. Felix Mitchell.
It's players only. We gonna make some mistakes, Grant. Okay. Willie Mitchell there.
Oh, okay.
And those great coaches and leaders, and so obviously continuing that here with the job he's done in Golden State over the last 4 or 5 years.
I mean, he left some great players on the board.
And he also picked guys that are going to be free agents. LeBron. Evan Turner trying to check Durant. Pulls up, and Durant gets it.
So easy to Kevin Durant and his ability to score.
Here he is again off one leg. It's good. Barely.
Shot clock at 7. He sizes up Harrison Barnes. KD at 3 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Rimming in.
Curry calling for it on the other end. Thompson didn't see him. Back for Durant. Durant fouled. Shots good.
Boy, playing with him was unbelievable. You come down on a 3-on-1 break, throw it to the other guy, get a dunk and one, and Mason want to fight you because you didn't give him the ball.
Trying to find that next gear defensively that he knows is there for this team. Durant, a couple of crossovers. That's a 7-footer doing that. But they've recovered beautifully. Durant now with 26.
After a 3-1 lead. And in 2015, they did beat Cleveland in 6 games. 4 straight years they have represented the West.
Only took 8 free throws the entire game. Already they've taken 15.
Miami ahead 55-38 as Durant comes back.
They got absolutely hammered. Gave up 51 points in the first quarter and lost at home. Durant, first shot, goes down. Thompson off the turnover. Pass ahead to Durant.
The Suns right with the Warriors. Both teams shooting 48%. Mid-range.
Here's Durant. Pulls up and hits. Second field goal for KD. Obviously he's playing.
But I don't know.
He oversees it.
You could be the money.
Oh, okay.
You could be the overseer. You could be the shot caller.
Curry able to save it. And now Durant pulls up and scores. 8 straight games coming into tonight. 10 in a row at home. Haven't lost at home since late January as Kevin Durant connects.
Even sell in that situation the contact.
4th turnover by San Antonio in the quarter. Had only 3 in the first half.
His Andrew Bogut look. He's lost some weight. He's in terrific shape. He played for the Australian League during this past winter as Kevin Durant drills it. He won the MVP and defensive.
Double screen for Stephen on the throwback.
They're doubling him a lot.
And Durant recognized.
He got a little winded before he shot it.
They want a 2 for 1 here. And Durant, there's a quick one.
He plays like he does.
Durant was waiting for Bogut and then just said, I'll continue my perfect night.
Reward your bigs for setting good screens. You don't want to force them to roll and have to continue to re-screen too many times.
Durant rings the bell.
Great passing team in the Warriors. The Grizzlies, they don't have to take a backseat to anyone. They move the ball extremely well themselves.
Durant hasn't missed. Durant, 8 for 8. You love the energy from the Grizzlies. Maybe a little running out of gas. Maybe a little, hey, this Warriors team, particularly.
Better than mine in that instance, because I don't remember seeing it.
Durant baseline. Push shot.
is fired by Williams. Williams yet to score today. And Durant, he is so calm.
Against the Golden State team that if you don't take advantage of, they'll come back and make you pay. That's the growth part we're talking about of this Nuggets team.
You get great opportunities. They forget about you a little bit, and all of a sudden you burn them. You're an NBA player as well.
And Durant, that wing ice offs, and you got to play through it. So you can have adversity here, and how do you handle it? And Durant, the bailout. Up Steph, missing that three. Draymond batted it out. KD didn't want the three, but the foul line jumper is perfect.
He said he's a guy who has the ability to make shots. He also picks things up so quickly and understands the game and where he should be. Plus he understands spacing, which is
getting it done with Orlando. The big win.
Incredible win. He's done a miraculous. It is smart right now, because our rules allow it to be smart, but it's dumb to have it in our league.
As Kevin Durant knocks down the shot, my question was
sure that this is not part of the narrative for the 2019 playoffs for them, as Kevin Durant's first shot is true.
But made the nice extra pass, and Shea knocked it down.
1 year at Kentucky, and he has been an impact rookie here for him. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to check Durant, and Durant knocks another one down. He has not missed.
Defense and got him earned himself an easy little layup.
Durant working on the rookie, shakes him. He's got another one. Wow. Kevin Durant with.
Green finds Bogut. Durant has some space. Objected to the call. Gallinari now on Durant. 5 to shoot. Durant, little crossover, pull-up shot. That's good. From Boston College coming in for the last 33.5 seconds here of the first. Durant clears some space. Jump shot's good. Kevin Durant, his
right hand to finish around size.
Durant jumper answers right back.
Green, cross court for Thompson. Durant, short pop, yes.
Rejected by Green. How about the defensive activity here early by both teams? Durant. Temple will try to guard him. Man, oh man. 10 or under. The fans are back into it, folks.
Goes to Chris Paul, missing back-to-back free throws.
87% career free throw shooter. Durant.
He is in for Curry. They're looking at his hand. When we find out, you'll find out what happened. It's Durant over Tucker. Points in back in the three-point shooting. Their lead, as you see, is 10 Durant. And Green defends Durant, who puts up a 20-footer.
Please. No one on earth is going to stop that.
This team, when he plays well, they are tough to beat.
Durant pulls up. His jumper goes.
Steve Kerr wanted to call a play
right here.
Durant floating on the side and hits another.
What are the reasons? He said there is only one reason, and that is so Andre Iguodala can guard James Harden. He called him brilliant.
James Harden is the #1 driver in the playoffs, the #1 driver in the regular season in the NBA. Durant, beautiful shot. Durant and Tucker. We saw this in game 3. 15-footer Kevin Durant.
And Curry against Tucker on top.
And back to the isolation one-on-one ball.
It's Durant with Shumpert defending, and Kevin Durant.